What's going on, people of the internet? It's Khalif here again, and this is Synergy Source, my blogging project where I talk about philosophy, spirituality, things of that sort. These are the first videos. This is the third one. These are the first videos I'm making after 2 years straight of making these quote pictures that I post on Instagram and have short discussions on there in text. But now I'm switching it up and making these videos, talking stuff to have the content be a little bit more engaging and switch it up. Going back over all my posts from a year ago. So today we're on January 3rd, 2021. And I've been taking short notes, or I have a few short notes here to keep myself on the rails, but I'm mostly going to be going off the cuff and trying to do this all in one take. So bear with me if I ramble a little bit. And that I did all the intro stuff, let's go ahead and get into today's quote. Like I said, January 3rd, 2021, I posted this on my Instagram. The quote is, "The sweetest of all sounds is praise," and that's by Xenophon. No idea who the hell that is. It's probably some Greek philosopher with that name like that. I don't know. I should probably look into that. That's one of my things I've been worried about with all these quotes. It's like I've probably been quoting some people that probably did some less than virtuous things. Hopefully not like, you know, actually dictator fucking genociders or anything like that, but probably salacious or something at the very least. But anyways, so yeah, sweetest of all sounds is praise. First thing I wrote is, of course, who doesn't like to be complimented? It's probably why it's the base level day one tactic that everyone uses to get someone on their side for whatever reason that they want them on their side. You could be wanting to be someone's friend. You could be wanting to date them, have you know, relations with them. You could be trying to rob somebody, and the first thing that people are going to do to try to lower someone's guard or get in someone's good side is to flatter them, you know, talk them up, act like you think that they're the shit, all that stuff. That's like day one stuff. So yeah, that would line up the nicest thing you can do to someone's ears. Probably, I don't know, I think maybe if you could I mean, humans can, I was gonna say humans can sing music, you know, you can trigger some endorphin rushes, you know, make the brain feel good with the right musical input. But I was gonna say you could sing to them, but I've always hated when people sing to me, like when someone like starts singing for me or singing around me or whatever. I don't know why, I just start feeling like super awkward. That's another story for another time. Don't want to be too off the rails, but anyways, so yeah, people who doesn't love being complimented. That's probably the like, as far as this quote needs to go. But of course, that's what I'm trying to do here is like break everything down and go super, you know, philosophical about it. So I'm thinking about it. Of course, humans are social creatures, like evolutionarily speaking. Praise is an open expression of approval, which we all yearn for emotionally. But also as that evolutionary process, as us being creatures that are made to be parts of groups and needing to be productive and secure members of those groups, when you're praised by somebody or somebody shows you that approval and stuff like that, it kind of I don't know if it reinforces the belief that you are good in that group or whatever, but I think it has something to do with the whole, you need to be part of a group and need to be secure in that group. And when somebody gives you an approval, as it makes you feel, you know, accepted, it makes you feel like you're a part of the whole, that you fit in, you know. And you know, we always like say, oh, this high school stuff, kids or whatever, but it's like, the whole of human society is kind of like, high school is kind of an amalgam of all of the whole human experience, like, you know. So when people are, you know, everybody just wants people to like them and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, you need people to like you. It's not that you want people to like you. It's like, if you don't have people liking you, eventually those people are going to either get together or take you out, or they won't feel bad when they gang up on you and take your resources. It's not that you want to be liked, you need to be liked. If you're not liked, like if you go everywhere around people and nobody likes you, nobody ever has a good word to say about you, that's a problem, dude. Like you need to sort that out, or you're not gonna last long. It's not even a you thing. You're not playing this game right. You know what I'm saying? You need to find your group. That's what humans have always done. That's what humans continue to do. And even on the internet and all that stuff, we just continuing to further those already very deeply ingrained tribal processes. I'm sure I can bring up some quote or some articles I've had flashing on the screen or something that attest to these things, but these are just kind of like generally understood concepts. Okay, so yeah, the last thing I want to talk about, I think it's fitting that this quote calls praise sweet, because we all know that sweets, sugars, things of that sort that people like to eat are good in moderation, but too much of them make you sick and unhealthy. So that's why I really like that I assume, the sweetest of all sounds is praise. Not the best, not the, it's not necessarily I guess the best for you. Is the sweetest sound. Too much praise is bad for a person. I think I was listening to what's his name? Healthy Gamer, Dr. K guy. He was talking about why gifted kids end up becoming burnouts and things like that, is because they when they're growing up, they're so used to receiving praise in the academic sense that they or in academic environments, getting praise for being a good kid, turning stuff in, blah 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 blah, all that stuff, that when they get into this like open world game that is the real life and stuff like that, where you're not always doing stuff that immediately gets feedback, or you're not getting good feedback all the time, it makes you or these people end up developing what's the word, reluctance is in the realm, but it's not the word I'm thinking of. Reservations, what's the word? Non-affinity. Dude, this is gonna bother me if I can't think of this word. I feel like it starts with A. Adverse reaction, whatever. I'm losing it. Anyways, people end up avoiding situations in which they're not sure that they're going to receive the praise that they're used to. So it's like a student that grows up knowing that you're gonna get an A if you do this, that, and the third right, isn't going to dive head first into situations where the results aren't going to be that clear cut, to where it's like no one's going to give you an A when you raise a kid. Like you don't get an A for that. And when you do good at your job, it not getting fired is kind of an A, but it doesn't feel like an A. Getting a promotion doesn't always feel like an A. That might be like a goal, but it's difficult to bog down the effectiveness and proficiency with which you're doing things in the real world, other than just people's feedback. So gifted kids end up getting a little bit I think I said it, I'm losing it. Okay, so yeah, kids kids grow up thinking that it's normal. Kids grow up thinking that it's normal to be praised, and then when they're not always getting it, or thinking that they're easily going to get it, they end up shutting down. And then yes men, man, like we all know about you don't want people around you that all think and feel the same way, because then you end up going to be stagnating in whatever values, whatever perspectives you have. You need people around you that disagree with you. You need people around you that are going to criticize you in a constructive way. And if you only surround yourself with people that are constantly, talking you up, you're talking them up, etc., just constantly being incestuously masturbatory towards each other, you guys are going to end up not moving forward, and the rest of the world will pass you by, and all that stuff. So sweet praise being sweet, I think that's a good way of putting it. You don't want too much of it. You definitely don't want your entire social diet to be filled with praise. You're gonna need some of that bitter stuff in there. You're gonna need to have that experience of like, there's this table at high school that you can't sit because people don't like you because for whatever reason. Like that's a it's, you know, it's a challenge for people to overcome, or it's a thing that it's a learning experience where you just be like, okay, so like I don't fit in at this table. That doesn't mean that I'm bad. It doesn't mean that that table's bad. I don't fit in at this table. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good thing for people to be okay with, I think. But anyways, try not to ramble too much. How much time am I at? Over 10 minutes. I think that's good enough. At this point, searching. That's I got to the end of my notes, and I think that was a decent discussion. So, yeah, I'm liking the idea of like sweet praise being sweet. It's bad for you. Too much of it is gonna make you unhealthy. I like that idea. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Click around, find something else I've done. I appreciate you if you watched all that stuff. Content creator stuff. I'm not good at it. I'm just internet. All right, take care, y'all.